Welcome to Drinking with Dragons. My name is Rick, and today we are not reviewing alcohol. Today we are reviewing Death Wish coffee, which you saw in the Death Wish martini. I figured this would be a good time to give it a more in-depth review. So yeah, Death Wish coffee, as I said on the back, is the world's strongest coffee, caffeinated, bold coffee, organically grown and fair trade. Caffeine contents in this is, I think, somewhere about 660 milligrams of caffeine, which is stronger than most coffees you'll find. Definitely. So, when you open the bag, it smells just like a really nice espresso. But it smells really nice, rich, bold, but you know it's strong. So we're gonna go ahead and get that in the coffee thing. They recommend 2.5 scoops per 6 ounces of coffee, 6 ounces of water. So 2.5 is all I'm going to do. Really good coffee, I think. So yeah. Now we'll start the brewing. While we're doing that, I guess we can just talk. The world's strongest coffee. Like I said, it's a small company in Woodward, in the company found in New York. So yeah, and it's been around since 2011, so it's been around about 3 years now. There you go, it's starting to brew. I'm gonna stick it in here just so we can see it more clearly. So then, what can we talk about? As it brews, it starts to perfume the room. And as it brews, it fills the room with the smell. You get that rich smell of coffee right in the air. I might be getting a caffeine high just off of that. So at first I'm going to try it hot, then I'm going to try it the way I usually like it, which is chilled. And from when I tried it, when I made the Death Wish martini, just out on its own, from what I tasted, it was not quite as bitter as other coffees tend to be. You could actually drink this on its own and not worry too much about it. Yeah, this stuff will wake you up. And if you're not sensitive to if you're sensitive to caffeine, you might want to, I would guess, don't go too overboard on it. That's for sure. Don't go too overboard on this stuff. That's for sure. If you're not too used to caffeine, because it will get you up there. And like when I was making the Death Wish martini, that stuff was getting me wired. So it's coming along like quite nicely. Like I said, it's perfuming the whole room. So, while we're on the topic and while we're waiting for it, I'm thinking about running a contest for them. Like, I'm thinking about making like a Death Wish cocktail contest thing. If I did that, would anybody be interested? I'm also thinking about making a string of cocktails with this too, in which I'll have the coffee ready to go in advance. Definitely. But yeah, that's just something to think about. That smell is just so inviting. So this is 660 milligrams of caffeine per cup of coffee. So this is not your average espresso. So how about that soccer championship thing? Who do you think is going to win it? So far, it looks like Brazil is going up against Cameroon, so America's out. So, looks like we're ready for it now. Nice black coffee. Smells really good too. Yeah, just a little bit. So, as we can see, it's very dark. Has kind of like a dark amber sort of color to it. Very hot. Alright, let's see if I can drink it without burning my lips off now. Ooh, that's pretty strong. And again, it's not the world's strongest coffee for nothing. Like I said, it's a very smooth, dark coffee with hardly any bitterness at all to it. I mean, you get a little bit of that bitterness in the finish, but it's not like anything. It's really not that. It's really not that present. So, it's definitely a very strong cup of coffee, that's for sure. It's like, off of those first few sips, you start to feel it a little bit. Like you feel it's working its magic right through you, going right through you. It's very tasty. Like I said, you could definitely drink this without any sort of cream or sugar if you wanted to. I could probably put a little bit of sugar in there, but it's a really good cup of coffee all on its own, I think. Now, just so we can chill it off a bit, because like I said, I love my iced coffee. I'm gonna get some ice in there. Just to chill it. I like my iced coffee. It's perfect. It's perfect as a hot drink, but it's a hot summer day here, so something nice to cool off with. It should also be definitely good. It should definitely be a good. It should also make for the ultimate 5 o'clock coffee, or 8 o'clock coffee, depending on whatever. So now let's try it. As it cools off, you get a more direct coffee attack, because, like I said, when it's hot, you have to sip on it. I don't know if that's really good analogy, but yeah. Since it's hot, you can't really go at it as you would want to. But for me, I like my iced coffee because to me it makes it smoother, which it does. So as an iced coffee, it makes it really, really smooth. As a hot drink, it's still smooth, but it's also a nice, like I said, it's a nice hot drink to get you good and ready for work. But personally, like I said, I like my iced coffee, which I said probably like 5 times already, but yeah. And just for the record, I'm not really that much of a coffee drinker, so if I can sit here and drink this without any cream or sugar to it, that's good. Yeah. Most of the time, whenever I make my iced coffees, I like to put the stuff like the French vanilla creamer, a little bit of sugar, and some coffee, and some little bit of chocolate in there just because I have a big sweet tooth. But yeah, like I said, I can sit here and drink this. I can sit here and drink this just like it is. And this bag right here usually goes for about 20 bucks. So to me, it's worth the price. If you like coffee, which I do. All right, Death Wish Coffee, the world's strongest coffee. Get it. Check it out. Thank you for watching. My name is Work for Jacob with Dragons. We are exploring the world of alcohol. We are exploring the world of coffee. See you next time and drink responsibly.